What are you?
Oh, sorry.
32.
I like how he smiled when he said that.
Y'all gonna have to break that shit up.
We're good. We're good.
Break that up in front of me, bro.
All right, I got you.
I got girls.
I got you, bro.
Break that shit up. Go wherever you need to be going. You a little girl.
She's my daughter.
Oh, shit! She's my daughter?
Shut up, bro. On your daughter like that, bro.
No, I was just kissing her.
You don't do that shit. Y'all break that shit up right now.
I got
Y'all
you.
gonna have to leave this post right now, bro.
I got you.
I don't play that shit.
I got you.
You okay, Austin? Huh? Same way, bro.
My wife's.
Yeah, your wife. Where your wife at? Go get her.
She's taking a piss.
Go get her.
I got you.
Yeah, y'all gonna break this up right now. You hear me? Because if you don't seem, something ain't right. Something ain't right with this, bro.
Nothing wrong at all, man.
Yeah, something gotta be wrong, man.
I got you, man.
You 30-something years old, she's 16, bro.
I got you.
Listen to how you sound. Listen to how you sound.
This is my daughter.
Yeah, you on your daughter too much, bro.
Okay, I got you.
Listen to how you sound, man.
I got you, man.
Yeah, y'all gotta break that up right now. Break that up.
I'm sorry, man.
Break that shit up.
No, you're good.
Man, hold on. Let me
It's
wait
my
for the
daughter.
police. I'm gonna wait for the police to get here. No.
Molly.
32 anos com uma menina de 16 anos. E com certeza já deve estar a imaginar que, muito provavelmente, os comentários devem estar quentes. E não é que está mesmo, mano. Está a ser muito interessante acompanhar os comentários, porque, de um lado, existe o grupo do inadmissível, que é isso, abusador, predador, não pode, impossível, não podemos aceitar isso, como é que pode? Por outro lado, tem o grupo do pessoal. Ok, tudo bem, é desconfortável a situação, mas precisamos lembrar que nos Estados Unidos, tal como em várias outras partes do mundo, 16 anos já é a idade de consentimento. E outra questão que está a se levantar lá é o que é moral e o que é legal, o que a população aceita e o que a lei diz. Basicamente, estes são os tópicos discutidos lá nos comentários. E uma das coisas engraçadas nos comentários é que, apesar do senhor do vídeo falar que é filha, né? Mas, mano, enfim, ninguém sequer está falando nisso. E, com certeza, nem eu também acreditei nisso, mano. Me pareceu que sou alguém desesperado para fugir daquela situação, sabe? É engraçado porque ninguém sequer nos comentários está a citar isso, sabe? E eu, sinceramente, entendo os dois lados. Eu entendo quem está desconfortável com a situação ou quem fica desconfortável com a situação. E eu entendo também quem traz a lei, porque realmente é verdade, a lei permite. Enfim, então, ilegal também não é, certo? Mas também eu fico assim a imaginar, né? Imagina, mano, nós aqui somos pais. Temos uma filha de 16 anos, nos trazer em casa a um homem de 32 anos, mano. A possibilidade de eu não aceitar esse relacionamento, tipo, mano, é tipo 99,99%. Então eu entendo os dois lados, sabes? Mas, manos, eu confesso que eu tava aqui de boa na minha. Sinceramente, manos, eu tava de boa nas minhas ocupações da minha vida pessoal. Enquanto isso, estou no processo de edições de outros vídeos. Não era suposto eu gravar vídeo hoje. Não era suposto eu lançar vídeo hoje. Mas a minha mente lacradora, quando eu vi este vídeo, me apareceu porque eu sou inscrito nesse canal, a minha mente lacradora não parava de pensar. Idade, consentimento. Idade, consentimento. Idade, consentimento. Pai é preso por não aceitar que a sua filha de 10 anos de idade, 10 anos de idade, faça mudanças de sexo. Tu, como pai, não tens autoridade para dizer não. Se a tua resposta for bem, filha, melhor não agora, espera seres adulta, depois poderás tomar esta decisão que pode afetar definitivamente a sua vida. Então tenha calma, espera lá mais tarde. Mano, o Estado vem, tira a guarda da criança, és preso. E outra acusação que esse pai sofreu foi de cometer violência doméstica contra a filha. E qual é a violência doméstica? negou-se chamar a filha pelo pronome desejado pela filha. E eu não sei se vocês sabem, mas foi neste contexto todo que apareceu Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson apareceu devido a uma polêmica. Ele olhou para a criação destas leis bizarras lá em Canadá e disse:
Ô rapaz, você é maluco. Ô, Nelito, você é maluco.
When I was put on the hormone blockers, I had no real idea of how it was going to affect me in reality on a day-to-day basis. And, I was just very eager to get on the cross-sex hormone.
One of the drugs used is Lupron, right? Which has actually been used to chemically castrate sex offenders?
You know what? I'm not sure that we should continue with this interview because it seems like it's going in a particular direction.
Well, you're a medical professional.
I am a medical professional.
So you don't want to talk about the drugs that you give to kids, or?
Again, I'm a physician and I use medication. You're choosing exploitive words. Drugs I give to kids.
I'm choosing a
chemical
word
castration.
that was in a dictionary.
That's not a correct term for puberty blocking in a
I could look it up
transgender
on my
person.
phone, but I'm pretty sure if I looked it up,
You can look it up on your phone.
it says medical definition, the administration of a drug to bring about a marked reduction in the body's production of androgens and especially testosterone.
And I'm saying, as a pediatrician who takes care of hundreds of these kids, when you use that terminology, you are being malignant and harmful.
I mean, there are some who would say that giving chemical castration drugs to kids is malignant and harmful.
It's about the context of caring for a child and seeing the suffering that kids can have that have not been in affirmative home situations.
What do you say?
Imagina pai com filho menor dizendo: papá, eu quero fazer transição. O pai todo preocupado com a situação, recorre a um especialista e o especialista diz: o senhor precisa tomar uma decisão rapidamente. O senhor quer um transgênero vivo ou um filho morto?
The gender specialist I was taken to see told my parents that I needed to be put on puberty-blocking drugs right away. They asked my parents a simple question. Would you rather have a dead daughter or a living transgender son? The choice was enough for my parents to let their guard down, and in retrospect, I can't blame them. This was the moment that we all became victims of so-called gender-affirming care.
Muitas vezes, esse pessoal usa as estatísticas de forma distorcida para fazer chantagens. As estatísticas mostram que as crianças que são proibidas de fazerem transição quando querem, acabam tirando a própria vida. Por isso, senhora, decida-se, tu queres um transgênero vivo ou uma criança morta? Existe uma verdade nisso, mas não é bem assim. Mas para isso, eu precisaria fazer um vídeo específico só sobre este assunto, desmistificando essa tal de estatística. E mesmo se as estatísticas fossem totalmente verdadeiras, como eles dizem, ainda assim a solução não é sacrificar a vida destas crianças para sempre. Eu penso que deveria se criar condições de acompanhamento para estas crianças até a fase adulta. E depois, na fase adulta, elas têm todo o direito de escolha.
What do you say to the claim that, well, we have to do this for these kids? Because if we don't, they'll kill themselves. They'll resort to drugs and self-harm.
A lot of them were hurting themselves. A lot of them were suicidal before they even discovered gender. That is never part of the discussion. And they say, what would you rather have? A living daughter or a dead son? If this is what the professionals are saying, it's terrible emotional blackmail.
Para muitas questões na sociedade, a idade da criança é tida em conta. Mas, em nome de certas pautas ideológicas, muitas crianças estão sendo mutiladas. Eu aproveitarei todas as oportunidades possíveis para denunciar estes crimes que têm afetado várias crianças. E quanto ao vídeo inicial, manos, eu gosto de novinhas. Irmãos, eu trabalhei com crianças durante 3 anos. Crianças, adolescentes e pré-adolescentes. Durante 3 anos na minha vida. Vocês não têm noção do que eu passava durante quase todos os dias nesses 3 anos. Vocês não têm nem fazem noção, mano. É todos os dias, uma, aquela, a outra, se insinuando para mim. Adolescentes, pré-adolescentes, vindo com aquele jeitinho, sabes, mano? Sabes o que eu fiz durante estes 3 anos? Nada. Sabem por quê, irmãos? Porque eu sou adulto, ela é criança. ela é adolescente, é pré-adolescente. É normal as adolescentes desejarem um adulto, mas é tua responsabilidade como homem adulto dizer não.
Another way to put that would be, I used to believe that I was born in the wrong body, and the adults in my life whom I trusted affirmed my belief, and this caused me lifelong, irreversible harm. I speak to you today as a victim of one of the biggest medical scandals in the history of the United States of America. I speak to you in the hope that you will have the courage to bring the scandal to an end and ensure that other vulnerable teenagers, children, and young adults don't go through what I went through. At the age of 12, I began to experience what my medical team would later diagnose as gender dysphoria. The gender specialist I was taken to see told my parents that I needed to be put on puberty-blocking drugs right away. They asked my parents a simple question: would you rather have a dead daughter or a living transgender son? The choice was enough for my parents to let their guard down, and in retrospect, I can't blame them. This was the moment that we all became victims of so-called gender-affirming care. I was fast-tracked onto puberty blockers and then testosterone. The resulting menopausal-like hot flashes made focusing on school impossible. I still get joint pains and weird pops in my back, but they were far worse when I was on the blockers. A month later, when I was 13, I had my first testosterone injection. It's caused permanent changes to my body. My voice will forever be deeper, my jawline sharper, my nose longer, my bone structure permanently masculinized, my Adam's apple more prominent, my fertility unknown. I look in the mirror sometimes and I feel like a monster. I had a double mastectomy at 15. They tested my amputated breast for cancer. And I was cancer-free, of course. I was perfectly healthy. There was nothing wrong with my still developing body or my breasts, other than that, as an insecure teenage girl, I felt awkward about it. After my breasts were taken away from me, the tissue was incinerated. Before I was able to legally drive, I had a huge part of my future womanhood taken from me. I will never be able to breastfeed. I struggle to look at myself in the mirror at times. I still struggle to this day with sexual dysfunction. And I have massive scars across my chest, and the skin grafts that they took of my nipples are weeping fluid today, and they were grafted into a more masculine positioning, they said. After surgery, my grades in school plummeted. Everything that I went through did nothing to address my underlying mental health issues that I had. And my doctors, with their theories on gender, thought that all my problems would go away as soon as I was surgically transformed into something that vaguely resembled a boy. Their theories were wrong. The drugs and surgeries changed my body, but they did not and could not change the basic reality that I am and forever will be a female. When my specialist first told my parents that they could have a dead daughter or a live transgender son, I wasn't suicidal. I was a happy child who struggled because she was different. However, at 16, after my surgery, I did become suicidal. I'm doing better now, but my parents almost got the dead daughter promised to them by my doctors. My doctors had almost created the very nightmare they said they were trying to avoid. So what message do I want to bring to American teenagers and their families? I didn't need to be lied to. I needed compassion. I needed to be loved. I needed to be given therapy to help me work through my issues, not affirm to my delusion that by transforming into a boy, it would solve all my problems. We need to stop telling 12-year-olds that they were born wrong, that they are right to reject their own bodies and feel uncomfortable with their own skin. We need to stop telling children that puberty is an option, that they can choose what kind of puberty they will go through, just so puberty is a rite of passage to adulthood, not a disease to be mitigated. Today, I should be at home with my family celebrating my 19th birthday, and instead I'm making a desperate plea to my elected representatives. Learn the lessons from other medical scandals like the opioid crisis, to recognize that doctors are human too, and sometimes they are wrong. My childhood was ruined along with thousands of detransitioners that I know through our networks. This needs to stop. You alone can stop it. Enough children have already been victimized by this barbaric pseudoscience. Please let me be your final warning. Thank you.